Let's talk about you that come over the top. So I have 3 alignment rods down here. I have an orange one, I have a white one, and I have a green one. And that represents, let's say, coming over the top, coming from the inside, and then coming down what we'll call neutral. So for those of you that come over the top, what happens is we start the downswing. As we know, that shaft starts to get steep and comes from the outside. And what we'll notice right now, it kind of matches up to that orange alignment rod. Normally we see alignment rods in front of the golf ball or past the golf ball, and a lot of people think that they're really trying to swing out to the right. But we know that if you're thinking about it at impact or past impact, that's not going to have any positive effect. If we want to make a change, that change in direction starts at the very start of the downswing or in transition. So if you're the player that's always thinking about this movement here, we know that that's not going to happen. We know that as the body rotates, the club's going to come back to the left. So here's something I want you to think about. Let's work on changing that club path from the very top of the backswing or the very start of the downswing. From here, from this position. And we know if we come over the top, we start to work in this direction and we come down. So the feel that I want you to have from the top of the backswing, let's just start to think, how do I get the shaft of my 7-iron here to start to get along the shaft or along that green alignment rod on the way down? The first thing that a player will think of is they'll think of trying to do it with the arms. And that's an option, and it can help, but is not always the solution. The thing I want you to think about is, watch this. Make a backswing, leave your arms at the top, and I just want you to think of rotating your chest and rotating your lower body. And as we rotate those, the shoulder moves, the arm moves, and the club shallows a little bit. I'll show you again. Just by thinking of rotating my upper and my lower body. So, setting up something like this can give you a great visual that if you do this, let's set up and make a backswing and start to think of rotating that lower body to see if that shaft can come down a little bit more towards the green. And now if we're at this position here, backswing, rotate, and this iron shaft is matching that green shaft on the ground, now I can finish. Let's not wait till we get to the golf ball to start making that change. So a drill we can do here, we're going to go ahead, we're going to set up, backswing, we leave this here, we think let's rotate our body a little bit. I see I got the matchup with the green shaft, and then I can go through to my finish. We'll do it again, we'll come to the top, start the downswing with the lower body and the upper body, big body parts turning. We get along that green shaft, and then we finish through. So to summarize, too often, for those of you that come over the top, we wait way too late in the downswing to start to make that change. We're going to make it from the actual millisecond that the downswing starts. But the visual I want you to take away here is the sooner that we get that shaft to get in line to match up with that green, the better chance we have of correcting our club path. If you have any questions, post them in the comments down below. Thanks for following. Let's stop coming over the top. Let's start making better contact.